Hey, what's going on? Thank you so much for coming in. What I'm doing today is a Dan Ryan Builders home review. It's been quite a while. I know you're probably thinking, what's with the funky get up? Well, basically, this is not hair that I wear. Seriously, today is October the 31st of 2021. Um, so I am saying what's up and happy. Not a happy Halloween, but happy Reformation. Happy Reformation. Okay. It has been quite a while, and I have not given an update on my Dan Ryan home builders process. So let me just get into that. Where we left off, I talked to you guys about how my sales representative basically like went missing on me. I was calling, we were emailing, my realtor was calling. We were like, something's up with this man. When he finally got back with us, he was very apologetic. I don't want to, and I was very careful not to mention his name on purpose when I did my last review because you never know what people are going through. Long story short, he basically said I was going through some things, and if you guys want to work with somebody else, I totally respect that. I could recommend you to other people in the office who will, do very well for you guys. But please allow me to see you to the end. He was very apologetic. We said, you know what, at this point, we just want to move forward, Um, we just want to move forward, and we'd be happy to let you see us through the end of this. So I'm really glad that he came around and he has gone out of his way to be very attentive to our family and to be available to us. We have done quite a bit. I've become very tired with the process, but they've been on the ball. When I say we went through the construction, so if I didn't state this before, we are out of state and we're relocating to Pittsburgh. So they have been excellent with, the baby sneaking into candy. That's a no-no. Jenny, that's a no-no. They've been excellent with basically making sure that we are moving along in the process. Outside of that little hiccup that we had, we have gone through the whole construction checklist as far as the structural pieces that we want in our home. We have gone through, we've met the person at the home gallery named Tiffany. She has been excellent to work with. She has also been extremely attentive. When I say we have detailed this thing down to a point where I even got tired and I think I missed detail. I said, you know what? I've gone over this a couple times and I can't go over it anymore. I hope that we've done a good job and we did it right the first couple times, But the last thing that's on my mind, two things that were not mentioned to me to my memory. We have not discussed whether there are options for the garage door, nor have we discussed, and I'm talking about as far as windows and as far as hardware. We also have not discussed what the railing going down to the basement will look like. We did opt for the iron railing upstairs, the balusters is what I'm talking about. We did opt for the iron balusters upstairs, but I don't think anyone discussed with me what the balusters would look like going downstairs, whether they would be white, whether they would be stained, or whether my iron will continue that we purchased. So those are two things that I'm going to get in touch with Tiffany on Monday to say, what's up? Can we get some hardware on our garage? Can we get some windows on our garage? And what is my expectation for the balusters going down to the basement? Because if it's free, we would like those balusters to be stained instead of being white. But other than that, the process is going pretty smooth. My only other hiccup is we sent in the check for the earnest money probably almost 2 weeks ago. And I'm not pissed yet, but I'm like, please, y'all, cash this check. You know what it's like when you're constantly checking your account, you're waiting on money to come out, and it's just not moving to your expectations. Now, we can take some of the blame for that. I was reminded by my sales representative, like, yeah, y'all sent that money in, but your other half did not sign these documents, the original contract. So we need him to get those to sign those as soon as possible. And I say that so that I don't sit on this camera and put all blame on the company. Y'all just gonna have to excuse that little piece of white I have over there. So I don't sit here and put all blame on the company, but yet we could have probably taken a part in that, and as far as why the check has not been sent in. What he did say to me almost verbatim was, there will be no point of us cashing the check if we don't have an account to attach it to, because he hasn't signed the paperwork. So I do understand that, but at this point, I'm like, it's been a week since then, So you need to go ahead and cash that check. Everything so far is going smooth. We are expecting the house to be finished in May or June, which will create some issues with our timeline, but we about this. We move around. This is what we do. If we have to stay in an Airbnb for a couple months, that's what we will do. So I hope you guys all have a wonderful Sunday. It is Reformation Sunday. Please forgive me for forgetting at the beginning. I was thinking Reformation, Resurrection, but it's definitely Reformation Sunday. October the 31st of 15 something, Martin Luther had tied the 95 Theses to the door of the church. So if you ain't into it, get into it. Thank you for stopping in. I will give you an update later. Or if you just want to go through the details, kind of what we did, we can just a little bit. Let me tell you some of the things we decided to do and some of the things we got rid of. We were interested in getting a alternate floor plan upstairs where we would have 2 master closets. We ended up getting rid of that, and if I understand correctly, not only would that have actually, I think that change would have been $11,000, if I'm correct. It wouldn't have been that bad. But there was something else that was massive, and we were like, no, it was a sunroom. A sunroom in the kitchen. Not only would you have had to pay $24,000 to put this sunroom in the kitchen, but you also would have had to pay for whatever additional cost that it cost upstairs in the master bedroom, because it bumps out a space upstairs as well. And it bumps out of space in the basement, which you like, man, this is the bomb. But there, it's not like, oh, it's $28,000 and you get all that. No, it's like $28,000 for the middle, and then you get a whole nother chunky fat part to pay up for upstairs, and then you get a whole nother fat chunky part to pay downstairs. We went ahead and opted away from that. We went back and forth with a butler's pantry, and opted to go with it. It was $4,200 if I remember correctly. That was a good decision. But if I had to take anything away at this point, it'd probably be either A, the balusters being ironed when they could just be stained dark, or the butler's pantry. And last but not least, this is where it gets good. We wanted a mudroom put in by the builder. Now, this is where I'm gonna talk stuff about Dan Ryan Builders, because the mudroom that they show on their virtual tour, if I remember correctly, it is a piece of wood with cubbies up at the top, and then you have your regular wall, and then you have a piece of wood with some cubbies at the bottom. And please forgive me for not saying, I think there's some hooks at the top that's attached to your plain wall. But then on the gallery photos or media photos, something like that, they have a mudroom, which is almost the same, except for it has a connecting piece in between the cubbies at the top and the cubbies at the bottom. And it makes a big difference, because when I got the price for this mudroom at $5,200, I sat there for like 2 seconds like, nah, I don't know why, but I feel like this is very expensive for a piece of wood with some cubbies at the top and a piece of wood with some cubbies at the bottom, and y'all ain't even giving me a connecting piece in the middle, because the guy sent me a basically like a little blueprint of it, And I was like, nah, let me call around very quickly. The first place that I got in touch with was a company called Inspired Closets. I think that's what's called. Yeah, Inspired Closets. Inspired Closets has an excellent representative in the Pittsburgh area. Her name is Ria, I believe. Ria has been so personable. She said, I'm going to come in and build you a better mudroom, and I'm going to come in under budget. So if I remember correctly, my new mudroom through Inspired Closets is going to cost me $4,200 instead of 52. And when I say way better, I'm talking about cabinets at the top. I'm talking about 6 hooks. I'm talking about we have cabinets on each side. We have cabinets on the bottom. We have a bench to sit on. Like it's not like a mudroom boutique, but it's really nice compared to what we were gonna get for, more money. I appreciate your time. Thanks for coming through. I hope you guys have a if you celebrate Halloween, have fun. If you out here celebrating the Reformation, praise the Lord. Have a good Sunday, and I will catch up with y'all soon.